What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware. So any topics, email them to me at tishadediva@gmail.com. What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and welcome back to Tisha Tuesday. This is for my ladies.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, ladies. All right, so we have
Jimmy
and
Tiana.
And y'all, I asked a special guest to come on this show. So first of all, you know, sometimes when you look at social media and you see people and you just be like, oh my gosh, I really admire this person. I like this person. And then God has a way of putting people in your life. And this person has came to City Hall to support the whole traffic light and everything. And I just was like, oh, she has a beautiful spirit. And then she has an event coming up. And I said, I got to have you on my show to talk about your event. So introduce yourself for my listeners and say who you are and what you do.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nikita Harper, and I'm from Hampton, VA, baby, and I do hair. I'm known to be the transformer. I'm not an MUA, but I'm a hairstylist, and I will transform you. So if you want to go short to long, long to short, we can do it.
Awesome.
Bobs.
Yes, ladies.
Bobs.
Yeah.
Right.
We're going to stop right there.
Yeah. So what about the quick weaves, the short quick weaves?
The short, quick weaves, but not the short styles, because I
Okay.
don't do relaxers and believe in relaxers. It's not that I don't believe in it. I just don't do it personally.
Okay, awesome. So with that being said, I invited Nikita to come on the show to talk about an event that she has going on Saturday, and of course to dodge in a little bit of girl talk. And if you follow her on Instagram at Hair by Nikita or brownsugar_babe, do your Instagram, because I don't think I said it right.
Yeah, under Hair by Nikita is the business page, and the personal page is Brown Sugar Bay.
Brown Sugar Bay.
With no R.
Yes. So if y'all see her on Instagram, you see how creative, fly, slant them wigs,
Thick.
everything. Thick. Yes.
So
yes.
thick and beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, gorgeous, y'all. So with that being said, you know, as far as explain the event and just what it is about, who is it for, describe, you know, your guests, the people who usually come to the classes. So just talk about that.
Okay, so the class is basically Battle of the Lace. So Battle of the Lace is like, people don't know where to go with wig units or installs. So we're going to talk about lace closure. Lace closures is basically like a partial part that you can wear it in the middle of the side, but it's maybe like a 4x4, which is like the size of the actual lace. Is used as a protective style, so people don't have to worry about their leave out. But it's frontals. Frontals are ear to ear lace that looks natural, where you can you have more versatility.
Okay.
So you can wear up, down, ponytail, whatever you want to do, but it's a high maintenance style. So people may try it one time and go back to the lace closures, because lace closures is still an easy way to not have to deal with your natural hair and blending.
Okay.
Blend, or whatever. So, but it's either you love it or you hate it. I don't push it on people, but I do try to give them like a range of what they willing to work with.
Gotcha.
But this event is just basically saying like, well, why is this better than the other? And it's open to the public, to be honest. I don't turn anybody away that's wanting to seek knowledge
Right.
about healthy hair, protective styles, and also we're offering a color technique, a cutting technique, and we did a holiday special for those that, you know, hey, it's a holiday, so money is a little tight. You gotta, you know, so spread the love. Why not spread the love? So we're doing a holiday special, and the class is going to be great. And I did a couple of classes over this past year, and it's just so like, I guess you could say like, I can't even find the word, but it just makes me want to do it even more, because you don't really realize, you know, social media, y'all see what y'all see, but what you don't see is behind the scenes. You know, we make it look easy, but it's nothing easy about the edits. It's nothing easy about getting the angles. It's nothing easy about transforming a person and figuring out their insecurities and making them secure about their insecurities.
Exactly.
You know, it's bigger than what it looked like.
Exactly. So what would you say the benefits of taking something one-on-one with you or sitting in your, your stylist seat? What are the benefits of attending the event with the lace closures? With the Battle of the Lace?
The benefits is definitely being able to also socialize with other stylists because you might, her insecure or things that she feel like she needs to work on, you know, you can bounce off of each other. Or you might be able to like, oh, wow, I never even thought about that. So the social network part of it, the knowledge, and being able to just interact with other stylists, you know, because I can't do every head in the city, and that's not my motive. My motive is just to be able to make sure other people are equipped to be able to make other lives be changed by just getting their hair done.
Absolutely. So you was stating about women who have like insecurities, and I know growing up getting my hair done, going to salons and shops, you were like therapists for women.
Yes.
You're like therapists for women. So describe like how, you have helped women get over their insecurities just by doing their hair.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Most of the time, like in life, a relationship can make you want to just change your whole look, you know,
That's me every time.
Or you might have a sickness,
celebration.
you know, a sickness. It might be somebody that gets cancer and it just changes their whole life. I know somebody that has a 5-year-old daughter that has full-blown alopecia, and she came out the womb with a head full of hair. So it's just being able to, if you don't have it, then it's ways to make it look natural and make you feel good and confident, because at the end of the day, thank God for weave.
Yeah.
And weave is good. And I wouldn't even say like, even the Caucasians is wearing weave because they want a different look. They want more volume. They want this. And like you said, it goes beyond just doing their hair alone. Like, so it's a lot of energies, and I know in this business, you can't please everybody, but overall, it's not about the talent, too. You would think it's about the talent, but people come to you for you.
Yeah.
You might make them feel better, like, genuinely, or, they come to me because I have solid advice. But
I only have an amazing experience every time I go to the shop.
Oh, yes.
Like, I was like, oh, my God, I love Nikita and Isha. We have so much fun when I go there. Yeah, I have a great time.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you flourish with the pictures, and everybody
Yes,
comes
she
to the
does.
salon wanting that style,
Yes, she does.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
the Virgo effect.
Yes.
Okay. Type A Virgo.
But I'm
my
a Taurus,
best.
so,
Get my
Virgos,
best. I have
right?
best friends that are
You a
Taurus.
Taurus?
No, I'm a
too?
Libra, but I do know Taurus. They have like this
Similarity.
personality I love so
Headstrong.
much. Very
headstrong.
Two of my best
Boss.
friends are Taurus, and I'm a Cancer. and
Okay,
anybody know that
yes.
Taurus and Cancers
Are
are so
compatible.
compatible. Like that energy is just
Yes.
everything. So as far as you speaking, being a stylist and being the transformer, what are people able to take away from having an experience with you and learning, your knowledge and techniques and all that? What are people able to take away even after they get up out of their chair? Out of your chair.
I try to give them my all that I know, because I didn't have a mentor. So this is literally like some self-taught, I got to take classes. If I like it, I need to go to that person and learn their technique. So what I learned in the game is that I try to give them marketing techniques. I try to let it be known that customer service is what it is. It's 70% of the success of this business. And then overall, they want to know about the online marketing or whatever. Then they want to know about, I said it's not only about online marketing.
Yeah.
It's about just making sure that, you can reach the people outside of that.
Absolutely.
I did a show for Influence product line, and
Oh, yes.
it was such a great turnout.
Shout
and I
out
was
to
just like,
Shout
And
out
what
to
is-
Lacara
what is-
Vinci, because I work
what
with
is
her
that?
for
that's
influence.
a product line, a
Influence.
big product line, like almost kind of like design essentials on the same level or better.
Okay.
They have a store right there off of Princess Anne in Norfolk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
sell all kinds of products, and everything they sell has like a
the street
distinctive,
talking about.
great smell. So like, it's a really good product line. So they have a major hair show every year where they have really good artists come show and teach people. And I was the one
Locally.
that was picked out for
Yeah.
the weave.
I
Yeah.
had went
awesome.
to the so last year when I had the colored hair, shout out to Lacar Venti because she did my color.
Yes.
She was looking for a model.
I
She
love
was
her.
like looking for somebody to be a model, and it's whatever I decide to do. And that's when she had took me to the blonde, the magenta, the peach.
If anybody would like to do that for me and you are a hairstylist, I am
Hey, I will
open
be
to
the first one.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Little
Truly.
call me too.
I'm open. Do it.
Yes.
Yeah, but definitely, Jimmy, just like with your brand and
Lacara.
everything that you do. But Lacara, she was great. She won an award, and my face was up there, and I was like,
Yes. Yes.
So that event was amazing, and it brought out people that you would see on your Explore page, and just coming together, celebrating Black women creativity
Yes.
and just the color. Because I think the last one was the colornomics.
They do. They try to have like categories for everybody. The color, of course, because they're trying to sell their product line, but they still know that weave and extensions need to be incorporated.
Absolutely.
So when they extended their hand for me to host the 3 classes that I taught, first of all, I didn't think it would be. They was like, first of all, it never been this packed, and I was just like, but what I learned from
amazing.
that class, it wasn't social media bound. It was people that literally still do business cards or go to hair shows to learn the actual techniques and not online. So they're not really savvy when it comes to the internet.
Yeah.
And they were so amazed. And I was like, wow, I need to tap into this market also.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't exclude this.
Yeah, like absolutely, like you were saying, like the 70%. I got says research says that 75% of consumers worldwide expect brands to contribute to their well-being and quality of life.
Yes.
So that's what people want and expect out of different brands and everything. Like, how is this helping me? How is this making me feel better?
Convenience.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And I will pay for that.
That was
Exactly.
a huge question that I had because, like, in the hair industry, the demand for wanting the product or wanting what you do or wanting your service is so high.
Yes.
But people are not really willing to pay. I want to talk about
Yeah.
affordability.
Okay.
What about that college student or
Right.
that mother or, whatever else the excuse may be where money is tight
Yeah.
after you finish paying all of your bills, but you still want to look like a poppin' 10. What do you do? What was your advice?
My advice is I do specials or I'll do pop-up giveaways.
Oh, nice.
And once they get a taste of the skill, it's just like they can't go back because sometimes if they don't know, like, hey, your cousin could probably do your sewing, but until you come into my chair and realize that, dang, this foundation is really flat. It really
Yeah.
feel like my
Yeah,
hair.
exactly.
And then like when their friend take out their hair, they're like, yo, this stitching techniques, this was never coming out,
Yeah.
like, and little stuff that they won't know until they get a taste of it. So like tax season is when people will ball out, they like, you know what, and they told me
I need
personally,
42 inches.
Okay. They were like,
Nicki
Nikita,
Minaj.
they say, Nikita, I've been following you all year, baby. I didn't made it. And,
Yeah.
but my specials is not really known on my Instagram, but my personal loyal clientele I always
know
look
about
out
the
for them.
specials.
But I don't want you to just look at it like that because you're going to attract what you put out. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
So specials is specials and your price is your price. Because at the end of the day, I pay for education. Education is about $5,000 to $10,000 a year for me. Booth rent is about $1,000 a month. Just rounded it off.
All right, so y'all hear that now.
Right.
Don't be coming in here trying to
Don't
always
be
get the
trying to
hook
break
up.
me down.
Don't be-
Don't try to talk me
Yeah,
down. because
exactly.
These products is $10,000 a year.
Exactly.
Also, my assistant get paid probably 2/3 of my income. That's people don't look. They look at how much. Oh, she got it.
They just see
Yeah.
that you
They
getting
getting money.
$200 here,
Yeah.
$300 there,
because
but they're not thinking
people-
about all the other people you have to pay.
exactly. Because people will look at you and everything or whatever. Oh, they charging this much for a class and how
Right.
many tickets they
think
selling
about
up. People
nothing.
start trying to
They
count
start
your pockets.
counting.
They start trying to count your
Woo.
pockets.
Right.
I ain't know
I
that.
don't understand
But
that.
you will attract that clientele that is willing to pay what you're worth. You know, that's
Yeah, and
like
that's
any
worth having your
relationship.
price.
That's with any type of relationship you have. So don't ever feel like. And then, so when I started off in the business, I did specials until I could charge the price that I felt like I was worthy of.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying. So you just got to look at it like that. And overall, like they will stay and they will pay. You know, they will, and or you'll attract the people that will want to come to you, like marry you. So
Right. So finish because we definitely want to dig in some girl talk.
Okay.
So as far as so why is having this event important for both you and the people that attend your event? Why is it important?
I feel like, well, Rapunzel Ready is somebody that I've been doing a few classes with for the past 5 years. And originally we started off as the Mod Squad with Anthony Cuts.
Yes, I was definitely
Yes,
gonna get into that.
I did the
I
Mod
know.
Squad photo shoot.
Okay, so
oh
you
my
remember,
God, I
like,
remember.
We were. It was just amazing to be around highly talented people. We fed off of each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so, and even to this day, we're still tight. So I don't want
Yeah.
nobody to ever think groups don't last, but it's not a bad thing.
Was
you
that
know?
something that you all birthed together as far as this is what I want to do, this is what I want to have, and this is how we can work together?
Yes.
Because kind of like the whole, you know, you
awesome.
branch off. So,
Right.
okay.
We was like,
awesome.
look, are y'all trying to, Anthony was like, y'all trying to be a part of Mod Squad? I was like, what is the Mod Squad? He was like, basically, we're going to be cross-promoting each other until we really make it.
Yeah.
And then it's so crazy because he was like, I was like, I'll be okay at 100,000 followers. He was like, no, I want 1 mil.
And he got a million.
And I was like,
Yes.
Anthony, nobody is,
The
nobody,
effect.
no hairstylist
A million. Right.
And he does.
And when you have
What do you
people,
got,
you
two,
got to keep
three?
people around you that motivate you
Yes.
hard.
Right.
And that was just a
So
motivation.
talk like because that's
Wow.
that's why I created This Is For My Ladies, because I think that it's important to just surround yourself with women that are motivating you. Talk to other women
Right.
that because again, like Tiana say, I manifested this. I always wanted to have an interview with you and
Right.
talk to you and all that stuff. So as far as like that motivation and that togetherness, talk about that and why do you feel that it's important to have it?
Teamwork make the dream work. When I say
Absolutely. My boss say that all the
Baby.
time.
it make a whole difference when I don't understand competition. I don't like the word competition.
yeah.
You are
Same.
your own competition.
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
I can honestly say the salon I work in, everybody has their own specialized technique, but we feed off of each other because at the end of the day, she not trying to hide her techniques from me.
Yeah.
She's like, how you do this?
Exactly.
And I'm like, well, how you do that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I can't do it, because I'm not trying to specialize in everything, I just want you to be able to go to the best, period. So we always cross promoting each other in any kind of way. So I feel like teamwork my weakness might not be your weakness,
Right.
or so it
Once
really
you-
works out.
Once you get to a certain point in your life and you're working this hard, you cannot do it all alone.
Yeah.
Once
No.
I
And you
once
realize
I
that.
once I opened myself to working with others with Virgin Grooves, the first year I just was against it because I was building my brand. And you should be careful about the people that you partner with because they can affect what your brand turns into.
Yeah.
But once you build it up and you reach out to others, there's things that they're going to inspire you to do that you never would have done on your own.
Facts.
There's things that you cannot do. There's things that you cannot do without them.
So I have recently posted something on my Insta story that was like, that's a form of procrastination when you feel like that you can do everything. Because
It
you
is.
know
Slow
Slow
yourself
you
down.
because
you know
can't.
you can't.
you can't.
You need. It's
In
like some-
comparison?
and that's how I said in one of my videos when I was first starting the traffic light. It was even hard for me to just be like, I need y'all signatures because I don't like asking for help and I don't want to feel like I'm
Absolutely.
begging for
Right,
nothing
asking
and
for
all of that
support.
stuff, whatever.
Right.
But it's just like some people, I had to get out of that. Like, okay, you need help. and this is how you're gonna able to get that help. So
Or just also, the wise man knows he knows nothing. Don't assume you know best. There's
Exactly.
always somebody that you
Exactly.
can learn from.
Right.
Always. I don't want to do
Seriously.
anything by myself anymore. If I could find people who are as talented as me and as hardworking as me, come on, let's partner. Let's get this money. Let's work
Exactly.
together. Let's help each other.
That pride can
Exactly.
kill you. Pride can truly kill you. You cannot be so prideful that you can't seek out for wise counsel at all
exactly.
times.
It's funny y'all said that because in one of your questions, I was like, I'm overwhelmed. Like it's burning me out because I can't do it all, and it's just like you say, you just don't want no slackers. And then I got clients to be like, I'll do anything. Like, and I'm like, okay, well, let me make sure I add you on the list because
Yeah.
and then now I'm in this space that, you know what? I know God will put the right people in my life
Yeah,
to play the role that they're going to
always.
play, and we're all going to
Always.
flourish because at the end of the day, it is people out there that want to see you win.
Yes.
It
It
is, and
is.
it's
Like, you
amazing,
gotta
and they
get out
show
of that
themselves.
crap, you know, like
Right.
it is people that is willing to help you win.
Right.
Exactly.
I really think it starts when you think positive yourself. Because
Right.
Yes.
even you explained that in a couple of episodes ago. When you're more positive and you don't even focus on the negativity, you don't even see what, or hear the bad things that people are wishing on you. You don't even
Right.
feel
It's
it.
all
You don't
in your
even
head
experience
most of the time,
Exactly.
to be honest.
Exactly. Exactly. So, just a brief, where is the event going to be? What time? Talk about the ticket prices and how long it's going to be, and break it up, how it's going to go, like the whole rundown.
Okay, so the class we're offering like the Look and Learn, which is from 9 to 1 o'clock. And then the hands-on is from like 4 to 8 p.m. We also will have vendors there. So the vendors is actually going to be dope because it's going to be vendors is selling all types of products from sunshades to products that help with your hair to the Hairista cream that is a great leave-in conditioner. Shout out to Hairista. So the class will be at the Hairista salon that I work at.
Okay.
I love salon settings because like you can go straight to the shampoo bowl. You know, you want to
Yeah.
give them that feeling like, okay, I'm in the
Absolutely.
salon. So we'll be there at Hairista Studios, 5 North Mallory Street, Hampton, Virginia. 5 minutes away from the Veterans Hospital, maybe 2 minutes away from HU.
It's not hard to get there
It's
at all.
not hard.
if
It's
you're
right
not
off
from
the first
Hampton.
exit for those that's coming from Norfolk, Virginia Beach, because they swear Hampton is the furthest place ever from Earth. But overall, it's going to be a great event. I'm excited that. It's so funny because I meet highly talented people. Like it's just so dope and it's so crazy because you'll be so shocked in where your supporters is coming from. They come from every city, everything. So I'm just so used to posting that all I see is the room that I'm in.
Yeah.
Like you don't,
Yeah.
I don't take it to the head. I'm
Yeah.
so humble and I mean, God can take it from me as quick as he gave it to
Exactly.
me. So,
Exactly. So make sure this Saturday, Sunday, I'm sorry. So this Sunday, December 8th at the
9th.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
I'm sorry, my aunt's birthday is December 8th. I got my aunt in my head.
December
So
9th.
Go ahead and do it. So
Okay, so December 9th, 2018, it's going to be the Battle of the Lace. So Rapunzel Ready and Hair by Nikita will be there to show y'all something. You will not leave out of there knowing nothing. You'll be leaving out of there inspired. Not only inspired, being able to meet and mingle with other stylists or even just people in general. And like I told you all, that it's going to be great vendors there, so y'all should pull up. The tickets are only, I have to look at the flyer for the hands-on. The hands-on class is $175 from 9 to 4. I'm sorry, 9 to 4. Hands-on is $250. And if you would like a hair vendor plug included with the hands-on in the Look and Learn is $375. Y'all don't want to miss this deal because I promise you.
probably-
Networking
Y'all are
is
going
life. Okay, networking is life. Like what
Life.
you should definitely invest in yourself.
and that's what it's all about, is investing in yourself. And
you know you want to look like your Explorer page. The
Yeah.
Explorer page be popping. I be like, Lord, I need a lace. I need a red one. I need a green one.
Look, and let me tell y'all what you're gonna learn. Color demonstration, marketing tips, advertising,
marketing
do's and don'ts, stitching techniques, knot tinting, tweezing the hairline, customizing the hairline so it can look natural, price points. You know what I'm saying? And then finishing style and color techniques and maintaining tips. So it's a lot
Damn.
that's coming
So
with
much.
this.
Nice.
So
Ladies, it's worth it. Make sure y'all get it. If y'all see the videos, y'all see her on Instagram, super duper fly. Like super duper fly, beautiful, talented, adorable, nice, just yes, and humble. Like you said, very, very humble. So with that being said, I do have a question for you. So where is that question? For my lighter. So for those who first meet you, what are their perception of you, and how do they describe you as a person or your
I
character?
love this question.
It's so funny because I don't know. But when they do meet me, they just be like, oh my gosh, you're so opposite of what I thought. And Anthony, and it was so crazy because Anthony Cutts was like, you sure nobody is intimidated? And I was like, but if you're offering a service, you know, I got to cater to you. It's not you catering to me.
How about that?
And everybody in my cheers,
I'm doing this because I need you.
Yeah,
Little do you know I need you.
I need you. You know, you are my business. So when it comes to your job and stuff, I got to make sure your hair it meets the requirements. I can't, you know, your money is my money. Yeah. So, you know, but overall, everybody in my chair is treated like a celebrity because you don't know who's in your chair. So it's no VIP. Everybody is VIP. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is getting treated the same way. Honestly, I don't care if I do 10 sew-ins a day, 20 sew-ins a day. Everybody here is consistent. So nobody can say that Nikita is not consistent. And then so overall, I don't know what they think, you know.
Yeah.
But and I'm trying to portray that like so they can get a little more personality. But it ain't easy for recording that. You know, it's not easy recording the real. All you can do is just be like, you know, how is Nikita? Like, y'all let me know how she is, and then they're going to tell you how they feel.
Exactly. So last week we talked about the Superwoman complex and different things as far as the vulnerability.
Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all put me on. Okay.
Between other women, insecurities that other women have, and then also like self-love, self-care, and self-sabotaging. Have you ever had a time where either male or female tried to project their insecurities on you? It could be either business-wise, in your own personal life, and, you know, describe the time and how did you handle the situation?
Which one?
Right. Oh my gosh.
Either one, male or female, business or
Projecting their
personal.
insecurities on you.
Projecting their insecurities on you. Sometimes I have dated guys that assume maybe I was out of their league. They probably felt like they can be with a girl like me, and I was like, well, I mean, you can see, I feel like you can read my page for what it is. So low maintenance is not in the page. I'm just saying. So you know, like Cardi B just said the other day, these nails is not $50 no more; they're $100. And this hair is $1,000. And so what's really good? I can't say a particular situation. I just feel like maybe either I outgrown someone or either I'm just out of their league.
I know that's right. Hello.
And it's not to be cocky. It's not
no,
that.
It's just
sometimes
real.
your work ethic, your
Self-love.
ambition just kind of go further than them. And either you're going to ride on that train or you just going to fall off. And like I could be inspired by somebody else. It's a multi-million-dollar girl. I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, she's making more money than me. No, I'm going to get inspired. Like, what is it that you do to get that dollar? You know what I'm saying? So overall, it just falls out of place. God put people in your life for a reason, a season, and sometimes it just don't work out. So I'm not going to say like if they did have an insecurity, it didn't, you know, I didn't know it directly, but it did end for what it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So with being an entrepreneur, describe dating as an entrepreneur and what advice do you have for other women who are, you know, in a dating life, entrepreneur and all that stuff or whatever? Because you ain't no low maintenance woman. So explain dating.
I'm not gonna lie, baby. I'm gonna have to look in the camera on this one. I'm not gonna lie, like, because I have dated corporate guys. I've dated guys that are real bosses that do entrepreneurship themselves. It is not easy. Like overall, I like dating now. At first I wasn't open to it because I mean, if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't like to keep on redoing stuff. So I'm not going to sit here and act like it's easy, because some people, like corporate guys, might not understand the boss moves that you make, and like the hours, the time, or they might be for the brand but not for the brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, but the bosses look at you like, oh nah, let me get this salon, let me get this boutique for you, because they see money, because they know the potential. So the dating life, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I mean, I am dating someone right now, but overall, it's going to be what it's going to be. I told God, look, I wrote down what kind of husband I'm looking for. And, if it's him, if it's not, God would just put that right guy in my place. So my focus is not relationship. And it's so hard to balance dating and when you're so focused on a business.
When you're
it's
so
like
focused.
Your own baby.
It is.
And it's kind of hard because you kind of get insecure because you're just like, dang, like, you know my schedule. Like, you can do so much. But overall, if the person... I honestly, I go for anybody that's a working man. A boss to me is anybody to get up and go make that money. I don't care if you're an entrepreneur, a 9 to 5, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're getting up to go make that money, it's good with me. Because at the end of the day, my ultimate goal in life is to have kids, a house, the regular life.
Yeah,
the regular life.
Stability.
Exactly. So people want to be, inspired rather than sold. So how do, now, as far as back on brands,
right?
People want to be inspired rather than sold. So how does your brand align with, your core values and beliefs, and maybe their core values and beliefs?
Okay, so when you mention sold, what you mean by sold?
As far as like, you do hair, like, I'm just going to do your hair and all that stuff or whatever, not taking that time to just explain and nourish and all that stuff. How do you align what it is that you do to fit in with who they are?
Oh, okay. Well, every client, they don't think they can get in a consultation, but they get a consultation with me, because I want you to be able to maintain that look that you have leaving out of the salon at home.
Yeah, because it's a reflection of you and your work.
Yes. And it's so many like stylists, like older stylists, be like, you just give up the game. Like, you just giving up the game. And I'm like, no, I need my clients to have hair on their head when they when they come back. So overall, like, my clients, say for if you want a natural style, I'm like, okay, Design Essentials cream, this, that, and the other is going to maintain that moisture. If you want a silk wrap and you wear your hair naturally curly, listen, if you put too much heat on it, it's going to break your hair off. I'm so thorough with healthy hair tips with every client that they can respect it. Because at the end of the day, don't nobody want to be bald under any weave or any style that they want. And I think a polished look can look good, but we're talking about healthy hair. How has your hair been in May, and how does it look in December?
Right. Right.
Like, has it grew, or did you get that cut, and did that color take well?
Because it's a protective style. Let's remember, it's supposed to protect your hair so you can flourish underneath.
So every client, it just depends on the style that they get. If they get a quick weave, I'm like, do not remove. Don't just pull that hair off that hair.
My best friend ripped hers off back in 7th grade. She had a huge
it's a simple old technique.
Impatience.
Oil sheen will loosen it up in 0.5 seconds, or you can get the remover. But all it is an oil base.
Exactly.
Save the edges.
Save the edges.
Save the edges.
Hashtag put it on a shirt.
Even the clients, because during the summertime they get braids, and I'm like, listen, your texture is not made for braids. But you come back bald anyways. You do what you do. I can't tell you what to do. But I can be like, you know what? These hair vitamins will bring you back. And that follicle is growing right in.
Exactly.
Yeah. I really care about my clients in the hair. Like, I know, and that's why you got to do what you love. People, they be like, oh, I need to be a hairstylist. And I'm like, why?
Ooh.
No, for real.
Why do you want to? Do you want to be a hairstylist because of the money, or do you want to be a hairstylist because you genuinely? Because it's times, of course, I want to clock out. I want to call out. I can't call out.
Yeah.
I can't call out. That girl then booked 3 months ago, and she's excited driving from Maryland. She's excited to get slayed, and I have to keep the poker face on, and you would never know. I keep it so professional. You won't know if I'm sick, dead, dying. The dog. So it is what it is.
Right. So as far as, and I think that's really, really important, you loving what you do and loving your clients and having that love for the business, because some people, again, like I said, you know how the quote goes, like, just because you see somebody else with paper towels, that don't mean you can't put paper towels on it. But where's that passion in putting
Right.
those paper? It doesn't make, that part just doesn't make sense to me. Like you said, are you just doing it because you want the money, or are you doing it because of the love?
Yeah.
So, as far as with your personal brand and your hair brand, you're doing hair. What's the greater purpose in building both businesses? Both as far as business and personal.
Because it's all money entities. Like, somebody might want me to do a party, or even in the sense, like, my personal page, and it's so funny you said that, because they like, who you doing it for? What you doing it for? And I don't want to be in the category as a vixen. So you really won't see my butt unless you know me in person. You might see some hips though, but you're not gonna see. And then they're like, oh, you never put clothes on. Well, who wears clothes on the beach? I'm just saying, I guess I'm supposed to wear, So, but I like that my personal page, either people get inspired for a look. It's people that want to buy my outfits off of me, and I'm like, well, you can take it because I'm only gonna wear it one time. So it's still a business. Either way, do I know what direction? I'm just kind of letting it flow into what it's going to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how do you keep, the authenticity when growing your brand as far as personal and business? Because like you said, that's, a vixen is not what you are. Right. Showing your butt is not what you're trying to do. Yeah. So how do you still keep that authenticity from being, who you are in person and online?
Don't catch me on a weekday, baby, because I don't look like brown sugar. Baby, I ain't gonna lie. But overall, it's nothing wrong with vixens. It's nothing wrong with whoever you're gonna be. I just know that's just not my lane. It don't come natural to me. I'm not seductive. I might have the body as a vixen, but I don't know how to arch that back right. And I give it up to I love my strippers. I love my girls. I just feel like whatever you do it 100%. And I know that's not my lane. So I'm just going to stay in my lane. You might get a little class, or you might get a little family video. And my page says, welcome to my world. And my business page is Hair by Nikita. So I still kind of cross promote. Yeah. So the girls, they always, making sure that hair lays so they can go right back to the business page. So I just kind of make it kind of bounce off each other.
Gotcha.
So in a way, you're already authentic. So you don't have to find
anything
or
exactly.
It's already who you are. That's really cool.
Exactly. What have you gained from building your brand, and what are your next goals?
What I've gained from building my brand is just the unknown, like working to see what the unknown is, like, because I never thought it would get this big, and I really feel like it's not where I want it to be, but I aspire it to be bigger than what it is. And I really don't want to be the forefront. I don't want to be like a celebrity. I just want to be like a maid girl that is doing her thing and inspiring
that's
others.
From Hampton, that be slaying on wigs. Okay.
I'm just saying. So my aspirations in life is to inspire others. Period. And it's so good. And with the brand building, it's kind of helping me find my purpose in life. Because in that 20s stage, being 20s and the 20s is just like, where do you go? What people don't know, I have a whole bachelor's in degree in accounting and finance.
Nice. Wow. So you made for it.
You're
made for this.
Miss
She made for this.
But I feel that message loud and clear, because being an accountant major in your early 20s, you probably didn't even see yourself where you are right now today.
Yeah.
So real.
But what I did know when I went to college, I was like, whatever I do, it got to make sense. I don't care if I go, I knew engineer wasn't for me because they was like, you got to do physics, this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right. It got to make sense, and it got to make sense.
And then I switched my major 5 times. I'm not going to lie. But I did do Votech school in high school, which is basically a technical school, learning and trade in technical school. So praise God, because hair school do cost $20,000, baby. It do cost. But it's definitely money in it. Overall, my experience, so I've been a licensed stylist since 2005. But
what school did you go to?
I went to New Horizons regional center
Okay.
in Hampton. So, of course, they use your credits to graduate and all that stuff. So I was blessed for that. I know how to do a Rolodex. You know, that's all I learned. But I passed those boards, and that's all I needed to do. And then YouTube came, and then like you can learn little techniques. So, like you said, it doesn't matter where anybody is. You can feed off of anybody. Like you can learn anything new. So,
Where you get that accounting and finance major from?
Okay, so the accounting and finance, I did nursing. You know, I got like almost 2 semesters of nursing, and I actually was a CNA while I was in college. And when I realized how much pressure it is being in that nursing field, it was just too much. I was just like, your license always online. They're going to call the state board on you. And it's not even the patients, it's the coworkers.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was like, you know what? This is not for me. And once that client was trying to do some crazy stuff, I just was like, this is I'm done. I'm done.
You didn't want anybody in control of your everyday or your destiny, so you started your own business, or you knew you wanted to start your own business.
Yeah, and that was not easy. I do not want to, it was nothing easy. I used to work at Supercuts making $300 every 2 weeks. But I knew at Supercuts I was going to be able to learn a cutting technique that I didn't learn in hair school.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to sacrifice for what you want. So that's how I built my skills, and that's how I built my brand. I worked at commission salons and then kind of branched out on my own. You know, I was like, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to make this $150 a week to pay this booth rent. And then, of course, you know, you find your way, and it was not easy. And I tell people, like, with your brand is you. Like, so, I mean, of course, I may have maybe 3 bad reviews online, and that's because I don't answer the phone.
Okay.
So, and I'm like, well, anybody that knows me, you can pull up on me. I'll talk to you all day, but that phone. So that's when I need a team, you know? So I was like, okay, Keita, like, you're missing so much money just because you haven't built your team. So that's the place I'm in right now, and I know that I have to build my team.
It's hard to build a team.
It's hard.
So is that your, like, next goal, building a team?
Building a team.
Okay.
Building a team. Honesty, because everybody, like you said, you might have a girl that's really savvy with marketing and social media. And then, you know, and some people do it for free, and some people do it for a hairstyle, and some people do it for the dollar. I don't care. I just want the job to be done right.
Yes.
So it's just so much money in this beauty business that it's hard to say what I want to do next. I just honestly just want to make sure I don't burn myself out and find my niche. And I offer so many different services that I'm trying to narrow it down, but it's just like,
if they ask for it, how you not
so
gonna do it?
Like, you know, but overall, I know retail is everything. So that's where I'm switching lanes and switching gears because at the end of the day, I need that residual income.
Absolutely.
I need that. I need to wake up to the money and
go to
look,
sleep.
you can sell dreams all day, or you could, you know, but at
Wake
the end
up
of
and
the day,
create 'em.
hey, why not? You know, because
Yeah.
I used to think back in the day, like, oh, I can't wait to get a business loan to own a shop. And then they like, well, why don't you have a shop? I said, well, the shop is just a building.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you know, you won't have to worry about overhead costs, but if I'm not having retail to sell anything, I don't feel like it makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't want a shop to micromanage. That's not what
Yeah.
I'm in right now. Right now, I'm into the educational world. I'm trying to kind of get away from the behind the chair, but still behind the chair, but just make it working smarter, not harder.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Well, you definitely answered my next question because it was like, what was the importance of building a team? So you
Yes.
definitely hit on that. What do you say to women who are struggling to find what their niche is, what their passion is? What advice do you have for women to just go after what it is that they want to do? And how do they find that?
Just focus on one thing at a time. People be like, oh, I want to do weaves because it's money in weaves. Actually, it's money in color. Color and cuts.
I heard that.
You know, like it's all in your market too, because you can have, you know, not to say, but you know, like you need a mixture of clientele. But overall, color and cuts is the foundation of styling. Period. I don't care if you do tapered cuts because you got people to kill that. You just need to find your niche and don't try to perfect everything because it's going to burn you out. Like literally, I don't want to know everything. I want to know what's comfortable for me. So if I shortcuts, I might make $75 a person. It only take me. I could do 3 people in 1 hour.
Ooh,
And if you think about it like that, you know what I'm saying? And then so Hair by Joy, it had me looking at styling totally different because she knows how to do extensions, but she specialized in color and cut. And then I realized, I was like, wow, it is a lot of money in color and cut, and then everybody is not doing it because you don't have to worry about as much competition, even though your own competition is still competition. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? You're not competing with the girls in the kitchen on YouTube showing the other girls, because color technique is deeper than the surface. You know, you might could do a 2-step, but what they don't understand, products has so much to do with color. Alone. That
absolutely.
BW is trash. Like, so once you get a taste of the real deal, you know, so I feel like just focus on one thing at a time. Color and cuts was my main focus, and I knew that, like, look, I need to learn this. So I probably might venture out to the natural styles, but the only thing with natural styles is that I might have to be in the salon a little longer, because those are people that's coming weekly versus 6 months out. And with the style, see, I'm like, I wish I could keep my regulars like as regulars. So but my regulars know to book accordingly. That alleviate you being in a salon for long hours. So when it comes to customer service, I try to strive for you to be in and out. And things do happen. You might be an hour late, but you're not going to be in a salon 5 hours for a silk press or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what has happened, like, as far as, like, with getting people, you know, your hair done. You go to salons, you're spending hours in there. People are late. You know, like, you show up before the hairstylist. Like, where do that at? You know, so
It's professionalism.
The game has changed.
The
game has changed, and a lot of older stylists is like, well, I don't know this new technology. No, it's not technology. It's customer service. You know, like, it is what it is. So I have clients that wish they can book the same day of, but that's the old key. The old key to want a life. Old key to want to be able to know how it is to wake up on a Saturday, and you know, I didn't even know how to even live on Saturdays. I'm like, oh, this is what people do. Like, this is interesting. Like, I've literally wasted 2 years of my life not living, making money, because you get so caught up into it that you don't even have time to spend the money, enjoy the money.
So how do you enjoy your time when you're not working? You know, when you're just Brown Sugar Bay, when you're just Nikita, how do you enjoy your time?
I'm going to be honest, family is everything to me. Honestly, my ultimate goal, like, is so simple. You're going to be like, what in the world? My dad, he'd probably be like, what in the world? I want to be able to buy my dad the house on the lake that he wants, and just make sure my family is good. Honestly, it don't take a lot to make me happy. I'm that girl that's watching Netflix and chilling literally with my dog or, you know, nephews. My family is what I thrive off of. You got to keep people around you that loves you. So my family loves me. Dating life, I like simple things, but then at the same time, I like to travel. So I was like, look, I have to have somebody that has a passport.
Okay.
I have to have somebody.
Ladies, this is for my ladies, okay? Get your passport. It don't even matter if you ain't got no stamps in that bitch yet, but you need to have one.
Yeah.
You need to have one, and you need to make sure that any male that you're dating has a passport as well, because maybe you're at that point where you can treat him to a trip, and you want to go on Groupon real quick, and you want to jet set by the end of the week.
Exactly.
Get that passport.
And it does not cost much to travel nowadays. So, like, I'm enjoying traveling, trying new things. I like excursions. It's really not about the party scene. I mean, of course, I'll party for people birthdays and stuff like that, but I like new adventures. I like culture,
creating memories, and exactly. So what has I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, I like how she said traveling and staying close to family.
Exactly.
A simple life is much better than a flashy, you know, showy life. I always read about that. If you're so flashy and showy, you're not really investing in yourself and investing into true things.
I think that's really important. And I love traveling. And you have been to some exotic places. What has your favorite place been that you have traveled to thus far?
Every place has, like, I used to listen to clients be like, I go to Jamaica twice a year. I'm like, interesting. Okay, but I went to Dubai, and I felt like I wasn't there long enough, but I felt like it was just like, wow, I did so much in that short little bit of time, but it's almost like all vacations in one, because you're getting a little bit of every single thing plus some gold on the low. So but every place give me a vibe. I've been to Aruba. It was on my bucket list, and I won't go back unless it's a vacation. You know, so every place has a different vibe.
It gives you something different.
But I definitely definitely have. I love places that got culture.
Yes. Yes.
So and you get love. You know, I hate even if I go to LA, I'm like, dang, do they like the brown skin girls? Like, you know, but you know, it don't make me feel insecure because you like what you like. But
Exactly.
overall, you know, it is what it is.
Yes,
you know,
'cause I know
it's
when me and
vibes and
When me and my girls went to Bahamas, they was like, love and hip hop. Love and
right,
hip hop.
all right.
That's me.
So,
It's me.
so yes, and I'm excited about this Greece trip. So I've just been planning.
Okay,
stuff.
Greece.
When is Greece?
When's
Yes.
Greece?
Well, my friend is turning 30 next year, so she has a whole itinerary, baby. I was like, girl, I've been needed you in my life because I'm not good with that. I booked the flight and go. But she has a whole itinerary, and I'm excited because that's something that I want to do for my 30th. But my 30th was popping, though. I'm not gonna lie. So overall,
What did you do for your 30th? I'm turning 30 July 16, 2019. So
okay.
that's-
Honestly, I was supposed to go to London, and you know how stuff do not flow, and when it don't flow, it's for a reason. Like flights getting messed up to the dates. So I was supposed to go to London originally, and I ended up in Atlanta. So, and I was like, and it was so crazy because, but the beginning of the year, I was like, I actually think I'm gonna get Tommy and Sky, you know, to be my host for my birthday in VA.
Yeah.
And I end up being in a section with them the whole night.
Yeah, see
and
how it
then,
worked out?
and not only that, Candy, the celebrity, her birthday is like a day before mine. And my homegirl, she do celebrity nails down there, and she was like, oh, just come with me. And it was just perfect vibes, and I was mixing and mingling and networking, and she showed me so much love. Shout out to Candy, like, you're a beautiful person inside and out. Represent the tourists, okay?
All right, now.
But overall, so it just played out. I would have never thought it would have played out
Yeah.
like that. So that it was honestly just a good time, and I'm glad it flowed. Because sometimes, you know, when you let stuff flow, it don't flow, but it flowed.
That's so true. So I don't know if anybody has ever traveled with the group of girls and all of that stuff, and sometimes it can be just like
Much.
The
Just
group
too
yeah.
much.
too
You have to
big.
have travel buddies
And people who
I'm
know how
telling
to
you.
travel.
Yes.
That's important because when I go, I don't want to go to sleep. We ain't come to
Oh my
vacation to go to
gosh.
sleep.
I really
Get
believe
up.
that.
I think
can't
four-
believe
I
in
think
that.
4 is a good group because you guys can pair off.
Right.
Maybe 3, you know, but if you have a group that's too big, then everybody want to do different stuff and pull people
Yeah.
in different
Yeah.
directions.
And
So
somebody not gonna get along. It's just
Exactly.
gonna be balanced.
right, don't be trying to invite everybody so it's affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
And I think
thoughtful
that's
in the planning.
And I think that's what a lot of people be because, you know, 2 to a room, we could do. I want my own room. Like, that's just how I am.
Just in case, because you never know. And I know I don't like to be a tourist. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if I'm going, I want to see, like, the real of wherever I'm visiting. Because, like you said, that's
Right.
culture.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I didn't know that this place, did Germany have a hood? Wow, Germany has a hood.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
U.S. hoods. Like,
Yeah.
I like to know
Girl, I be
stuff
trying
like
to get that daggone gun to take
Right,
me
that's
to the
what I'm
hood.
saying. Like,
Get that
how we gonna
Hennessy.
find the stuff? How are we gonna find the stuff
Yeah.
we need to
If you're
lease
white.
Yeah, for real.
Come on.
Right, right. You definitely,
Exactly.
yeah.
That is very important. So we actually have to go ahead and start wrapping this up because I have to go ahead and get everything edited and all that stuff. But before we go, I had one last question because I actually got through all of the questions.
Okay.
You said that you like to inspire people.
Yes.
And that's just being inspired and inspiring people is just so important. So what inspires you and what's something that you do to inspire others?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you this. Anything I follow on Instagram inspires me. And I don't follow people that don't inspire me. So that's when that energy and stuff come in. I love real art. I love real professionalism. So, like, I give props where props is due. You could be a whole fashionista. You'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. I could do that. You know, so I get inspired just by artists, and artists can be in so many different categories. You know, like she inspired me, and she
Of
don't even
course.
know. You know,
You keep saying this to me, and I'm
no,
like,
no,
Yeah, and
Jimmy,
people just
like,
don't understand.
People don't know.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
don't know.
That's why
like
you have
little
them, right?
stuff.
Like facts.
You know, even simple as being a homemaker and a girl taking care of her kids inspire me. Like, you know,
Yeah.
what inspires it's just little knickknacks to be like, man, like, you know what, you are, because I know know, Jimmy, like them angles, it's not easy. It's not like you
takes
make, but
time.
you make
Jimmy
it
said
look.
she been working on this since MySpace days.
MySpace.
I'm just saying, you know, but real artists
Self-timer.
make stuff look easy.
Easy.
But being an artist, I know it's not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know what you put in to get that, but overall, you know, just knowing, understanding the grind, you know what I'm saying? I definitely follow multi-millionaires or billionaires, and it's just like I heard Rick Ross do an interview and he was mentioning like, why can't I have that mansion? Like why do people feel like we can't live the lavish life?
We
like
limit
it's
Right.
ourselves.
achievable.
Oh,
You're
people
right. Limit
really
ourselves.
do believe
Right.
that the market isn't for everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
That is really
Just
a huge
immediately.
problem.
Immediately.
Just
Like,
like brand, I
oh.
was just talking about that with brands because we are kind of talking about brands.
Yeah, of course.
There are so many different brands of bread. But
Right.
when you go in a bread aisle, you'll always just see this one, area where
Yeah.
all the bread is missing. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
You could be that person.
Right.
I did see that online.
Yeah.
It could be it could be a ton of people doing the same things, but it's what you offer.
It's what
you
Yeah,
put
you shouldn't be
into it.
scared.
And I'm gonna be honest. I know we got to cut this short, but I'm gonna be honest. My clients
That's just what I got.
inspire
What
me.
I got.
My clients inspire me. I have real entrepreneur women that come in my chair that's so bossed up. Like, and I'm just like, wow, like y'all are really showing me a different way of life. So, and to inspire others, I know how it is not to be able to have that mentor. So I don't know it all. I know I could tell you my journey. I could tell you how I got to where I got. Of course, everybody journey is going to be different, but overall to inspire others, I know how it is not to have. That's just like a little girl like wanting to make sure like the father of her child is in her life because she didn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? You yearning out to give people what you didn't have, or being a fatherless daughter or a child. You know, like I just know how it is, and for real, people just need a push.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
push, like why?
Just a little bit of time.
Just a little bit of
Exactly.
push.
Makes a
At the
big
end of the
difference.
day, you know, how does it hurt you to help anyone? So, you know, like P. Diddy, he says simple stuff, you know, and it hits home, you know.
What did you post last night? I reposted it on my story. It's saying that I refuse to wait until I'm a finished
Oh my
product
gosh.
Yes.
to
so
inspire
I saw that.
others.
I saw
No, and people like journeys. People like beginning to end.
Right.
Like they don't want and that's where transformations come in. They don't the end product is cool, but they
Yeah.
want to see the beginning.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
that's
I go all the way back into my Instagram and be like, was her butt really this fat?
yes,
Did she hit
and-
certain
right.
And then
But
that's
I
how I
was
found
weird
my
for
inspo
that.
because she was skinny, small, and I watched her work her way up, and I was
Yeah.
like, I can do that.
And
Yeah.
that's important. That's so important. Just people look at it like, oh, like no, it's intimidating. Don't allow
No.
it to be intimidating. Allow it to inspire you.
Yeah.
Because that's all it's about. You want to be your best self.
Yeah.
And
It's
even
about
if you
you.
have this image of like, okay, this is this person and she did it. Maybe I should slide in her inbox to ask her a question.
Right.
Maybe, but be patient.
Yeah, but put
because
the
some
pride
people
to
don't
the
get
side, too. Put
Yeah.
the pride to the side.
I found a
Because
lot
that's
of
where it's
girls.
coming from. You're acting jealous where you're not even really jealous. You're acting
Yeah.
like you hate someone and you don't even really
You
do
love
it.
them.
It's the exact opposite.
Yeah,
But you're just too prideful
it's
to
a
look
thin line
like
between
And
you
be
love
willing
somebody.
and be
Or you're
willing to
pressed
do
on
the
somebody.
research and figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Don't expect people to hand it to you. If you want it and you have a
Self-sap.
feeling inside of you,
Yourself.
go
Right.
figure it out.
Exactly,
Don't let
yeah.
anybody stop you because they didn't give you the answer.
Exactly.
But
'Cause when you
success
do
doesn't
that,
come
that's
overnight, though.
Exactly.
Like,
I was
and
gonna
my
ask you that.
timing and your timing is not the same. People
Yes.
be like, well, it's, when it comes to the Mod Squad, well, you felt like Anthony outshine you. No, everybody, look, my success and his success
Y'all
is
had
different.
your own goals
And do
going
y'all
in.
understand the hustle? Like, and everybody want to be a boss, but don't want to really clock in. Like,
don't
do
wanna
you
be- ain't
understand
no
that
clock out.
it's really no clocking out.
It's no clock
It's no
out.
clocking out. So, it might be okay to be that person. Let me clock in and clock out because I don't have to deal with that. At the end of the day, I'm not pushing bosses on everybody because look,
Everybody
it can't be
can't
all
be a
Indians in
boss.
there,
I was
okay?
just
Indians and
about to say
chiefs,
that.
like,
Yeah, everybody can't be the chief. Everybody can't lead.
No, so so I just feel like, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes blood, sweat, tears, sacrifice,
all of the above. And at the end of the day, you just got to make sure you follow your passion.
You just have to do the work.
Yeah.
You got to do
But
the
it's
work.
so many
It
people
don't.
that are bound by that fear because it's so much fear that will not allow you to trust the process. Because even in my early 20s, I'm 21.
Right. Okay.
Even in my early
Yes,
20s,
our baby.
I go through that. Like a lot of peers of mine, we speak and we're in that stage where we're just BS and talking about what's to come while we're working hard on what we want to come. And it's just really talking about trusting the process. You really have to see yourself there every day. You have to imagine yourself. You have to
Yes.
see your own end product every single day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna lose sight of what the end
You have
product
to have
is
a
gonna
vision
be.
board. I will
Yeah, a
always say
vision
have
Mood board.
A vision.
Yes.
A vision board is so simple,
freaking
but
important.
it's so powerful. And I just would advise anybody to get a vision board and then set goals, short term, long term goals.
Yes, it doesn't all have to be a long-term goal. I tell people that all the time. Set short goals.
Ooh,
if people hit me up,
let's define it.
if
So
people
many
hit me
people
up
don't even know
about
what it is.
fitness, if people hit me up about fitness stuff, I'm like, set little goals for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do 30
What is
sit-ups
your-
tomorrow
what is-
morning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I talked about that on one of my podcasts. It's like you got to start somewhere, even if it's 30 minutes in a gym.
Yes.
Give yourself props
You have
for
to
that
get
30
up.
minutes.
Right,
Give yourself
right.
props for that 30 minutes
Yeah.
and increase. You know, I spent 10 minutes on a Stepmaster. Let me try to
and
do
also
12.
and also realize these people that you're looking at and the people you're idolizing who are such hard workers, it is not easy to be a boss and be a boss of yourself and keep yourself going. Sometimes I
Yeah.
just have to tell myself because of anxiety, like, you're not gonna die, so do
Right.
it. Just
Right.
straight up. Are you gonna die?
Right.
No. So just
That's
try
real.
it. Get up
That's
there,
so
call
real.
them, talk to them. Is you gonna die?
Yeah.
You're not gonna die.
Okay.
So try it. Give it a try.
Yeah.
And you'll do it.
Because they're like, oh, Nikita, you travel a lot. I'm 31 years old. I don't know how old y'all think I am, but I didn't start traveling until I was 27. But that doesn't mean I didn't live my best life, because my best life might not be your best life. My successes might not be your success. P.
Yes.
Diddy might look at my income as if, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? But and not to even say that, but my success is not your success.
Exactly.
So, and when it came to, like, even when I did finance major, he was just like, anybody can be a millionaire, but how quick will they lose that money or gain more money? You know, and set short-term goals. My short-term goal of the day is like, you know what, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to do this product by the end of the day. You know, weekly goals, daily goals, monthly
Daily goals.
Because you got to see where you going. If you don't have
There's
direction
too many
to your
things going
destination,
on. I tell people to write stuff down every
have to
day.
take
My
it back.
boss, I go through these every single month.
Yeah,
I've
you
gone
have to go back
through
to
a
the-
ton of them because I
yes.
write down everything I have to do. Don't try to be Superwoman. Don't try to be Superman. Write it
Write it
down.
down.
And then
Write it
you know what
down.
feels great? Crossing it out.
Girl.
Yes.
Once you
Yes.
Once you do
Exactly.
it.
Yes.
And you got to take care of yourself. You know, I told my old assistant, which is my MUA/hairstylist, when I need her, I said, you have to take care of yourself. Treat yourself. You might need an extra massage. You might need a little, you know, just treat yourself. Hey, I'll shampoo your hair. Just sit down, you know, because you're so used to helping people or just getting stuff
Exactly.
done that you get caught up in not taking care of yourself. And that's when it go back to price points. I can't lower my price because at the end of the day, I'm not sure how long I will be doing this. And God forbid, like, this is money to me. My hands is
Are
my
your hands
money.
are
So
insured?
my hands are insured.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
but you know, like your body, your back, what are they going to do when your body is breaking down at the end of the day? So it's just like, you still got to look out for you first and
Exactly.
setting your own standards, because whether it's with a man, female, man, or in a business, you know, like if I graduated from college with my, which I did, accounting, I expect to make 50,000 more. Like,
Yeah.
what did I go to school for?
Exactly.
To start
you
off at
can't-
30, like.
And you can't be this positive person and get these things done if you do not take care of yourself. If
No.
you do not eat
No.
right, you will not be.
Exactly. Like
No.
we
It's
talked
all
about
connected.
The Superwoman complex, like we talked about last week. Self-care, you know, having that self-care, putting yourself as the
Self-worship,
highest
too.
priority
Yes.
in your life. It's
Right.
your life, your priority. You know, you're
Right.
number one, because you can't take care of anybody else
If you're not taken care of.
Yeah.
Because if I'm
Exactly.
not at the salon and I'm sick, they're going to go on to the next person. And you think they're going to think anything about you? No, they're going to go to the next person, because we're all replaceable.
Yes.
Period. You know,
Yes.
it is what it is. So you got to take care of yourself. I definitely, that's first thing first, you know. So call me high maintenance. I'm just taking care of myself.
And you're happy.
And I'm happy.
happy.
I'm
In
learning
comparison
how
when you're
to
not.
be happy. The pursuit of happiness, literally, because I don't care how much money you have. Money don't make you happy. My dad was like, I don't understand that, because I can buy friends. I could do. I said, Dad, you already know.
Yeah.
You just
So
playing around.
what
but
makes Nikita happy?
Honestly, what makes Nikita happy is just being loved.
Oh, you're so real.
You know,
That's the third time. She's so
love is everything. Like, who don't? If anybody say they okay with not being loved, I don't care how many hoes you might have or how many options you may have. Like genuine love, like somebody actually caring for you. So the people that genuinely care about me, and life is so short. Like this
it again. It's
you know, I don't
precious.
want nobody to think. Don't get that Instagram life fucked up. I be around people that situations is not good. You know, like they treat me like I'm a millionaire. Gimme, or you know, their expectations is so high of me, and overall, like I still have real reality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody might have a drug addict in their family. Everybody might have somebody that has cancer or sick in some type of way, or deaf. You know what I'm saying? We all have we all relate. In some kind of way. So overall, I cherish every moment because you don't know when I'm gonna die, he gonna die, your dad gonna die, and the realest shit happened to me last year. Like I never had experienced death until last year. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you know what, you have to. I mean, living my best life is not like popping bottles and stuff like that. It's living your best life is genuinely knowing if something happened to me tomorrow, I died with a legacy.
That sounds like peace to me.
Peace and peace of mind is everything. So if I feel like you're gonna give me a headache or stress me out, I don't need no more stress than I already have, in real life. So you know, the pursuit of happiness is peace. Peace of mind.
Wow.
Exactly.
Peace of mind. And then I was watching I think it was Tashina off of
Tashina Arnold.
Yes, Martin. And she was
I
like,
love her.
it's nice to hold on, let me think, y'all. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes. It just
You know what I'm
hit
saying?
home.
Like hit home. And when she said that, it like resonated in my soul, like literally, because that's how I feel. You know, like how it just make a difference.
Yes.
I don't care what nobody say. Now I see why people be like, you know, oh, you know, you got to be thankful. We could lose our hair, we could lose our eyebrows, we could lose our health, we could lose. I mean, like, and that's reality. And working in the nursing field, I just seen tragic stuff happen instantly in a split second. So that's why I'm humble, because I know that it could switch that quick.
And it's crazy because I feel like people hide themselves from the realities. Like a lot of the benefits that I do, I try to put the real in people's faces.
Exactly.
Because
you have to.
they'll just scroll past it in any other form because it makes them uncomfortable, but it's real.
It's real. It's real.
I'm gonna say this though, because I was watching something like Plies was talking about, oh, you know, don't call me on that negative stuff. This, that, and the other. But what if that person was suicidal?
Yeah.
What about, you know, like, of course, negative energies. Now, I don't want that negative ass energy around me, because it's people that's just negative. Okay,
right.
It's
and we'll
just
get you all the way out of here
drain your
very
fucking
quickly.
soul before you even get started. But overall, at the end of the day, real shit happens to real people every day. So I just was like, okay, I kind of get it, but I don't get it, because it's just like, I don't want you know, these suicidal rates, this mental health is really real, and you just never know what's going through somebody's mind. And it don't matter how a person look like. And working in this business, I've been around the most gorgeous girls I've ever seen, but it's not about how I feel about them. It's what they feel about themselves in real life. And I'd be like, but you're so gorgeous and so insecure. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
And that's
You
why,
did
like,
Cardi B's hair before, right?
Yes.
That?
Let me say, she is who she is on and off camera. Overall, like, it was a good experience. And shout out to Anthony Cuts again, because he was like, Keita, are you available? And I'm like,
Am I available?
Everything
I
is
was
canceled.
so fast. I'm like, all right, girl, you know, all right, you the last client of the day. I was sad because I really wanted to get dolled up for her or whatever. But overall, I got to meet her aunt, so she was there, and they was just real life people. Like, they really felt like relatable. You know what I'm saying? And I just respect her grind. She showed us the new videos, so she was definitely personable. We got the job done, and you know, I hope to see her again, you know, one day. I did also Emily B, which is I feel like she's so dope with people. You know, people was like, why she look so mad in the video?
Emily B is fab. She
okay,
was on Love and
I
Hip
was
Hop.
just
She was on the
trying to
first
really
season of
know
Love and
that.
Hip Hop. I think she was
Yeah,
on
so
2 or
she's-
3 seasons of in New York.
Yes, and she is a not a designer, but what is the other one called when
A
you
fashion
Stylist.
Stylist,
Yeah.
a stylist, and she's really dope. So overall, they like, oh my gosh, why she looks so mad in the video, and I'm like, if y'all only knew my experience with her was just A1.
The wise man
It
knows
was
he knows
like,
nothing.
and she understand the business of a business, you
Yeah.
know, like, and it was just really dope to meet her also, and that was a pretty good connect. Shout out to her best friend that hit me up or whatever, and but actually a lot of people has hit me up through my DM. I just get to it too daggone late, so I guess I got to get my team, you know, because I'm missing a lot of opportunities.
Yes, and we want to make sure.
Who do you need on your team? What
Exactly.
team members do you
Yeah,
need?
Shout, what?
Really
Let people
pronto,
know.
what do you need?
Let's make it happen.
Exactly.
Okay, look,
Exactly.
when I say like when it comes to my passwords, baby, so I might need somebody with my captions, somebody with my video edits or simple pictures. I actually need somebody to take pictures, like. And
This is what
it's-
we're gonna do.
That's like a personal assistant.
This is what we're gonna
That's like
do.
It's an assistant.
We're gonna
I'm
get
a
some
personal assistant.
flyers.
Shout out to Creative Nation.
Go to Hampton, get some interns.
or make
Get
and you
some
can write off,
interns.
you know,
and
looking
you
for
can write off,
interns.
and you can I will write off, whatever letters that you need for different
Right.
companies. You can use me as a reference and all of that
Right.
stuff. Find those art students, those mass comm
Yeah.
students, those business
Yes.
students that can help
Right.
you with everything or whatever. Being that you have that finance and accounting, I can show you this. I'm going to show you this many times.
Right.
Ask me any questions. But I need for you to know how be a self-starter and know how to do it. So I would definitely say reach out to maybe some students at Hampton and get you some interns because you have your brand, you're a business.
Right.
And for
And
people
people
to
look
be
at you
able
as
to
so-
say that, put that on their resume, and
It's
people
still
can
a good
go,
look. Right.
is, and that's your help right there. That's your help right there.
Yeah, and you know what? It's so crazy because some of my students that come from there, they like, oh my gosh, where were you last semester? Because we had to basically, like, the business students have to do projects to
And they
help
need you.
improve other businesses to show their professor. Like, we didn't took the A to Z.
I had to do a class like that for mass communications. I remember we had to do a whole segment.
Right.
Like, go to a business,
Yes.
find out what their needs were. We had to create I had did like a pinwheel garden for Child Prevention Month, and I had reached out to these different companies, did a pinwheel garden out Portsmouth and all that stuff. So if y'all are looking for to your resume, boost up your resume, need somebody that you need to work under and all that stuff, and you can provide the time, hit up Hair by
Holla
Nikita.
at me.
Hit up Hair by Nikita. If that's your
Holla at
profession,
me.
if that's something that you need to be inspired, but you are a worker, not to just get anything or whatever, and
Right,
be,
but
to
to-
be
yeah.
an energy sucker and a vampire. Okay?
Right,
But
right.
if you need
If you
real
feel like you have
knowledge
something to contribute.
to offer, exactly.
Yeah.
If you have something that you need to offer, make sure you hit her up. I mean, I feel like you would be a delight to work with.
Yes,
and work
that's what I was
for.
about
Gosh,
to
and you would be
Yeah.
such a mentor
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's just.
She needs help.
I need
Yes.
help, y'all. I need
She
help.
need help. Please
Yeah,
help.
girl, because I'm
Alrighty.
just so, like you said, so used to carrying it myself. So.
How can people reach you, and how can people contact you if they want to work with you, under you, be your a mentee
assistant,
to
yeah.
you, personal assistant, all of that?
Okay, well, to the interns, personal assistants, just please email me at n.harper23@gmail.com. Put in the subject, personal assistant.
Inquiry.
Inquiring. And then people that wants to book with me, you can book on stylesea.com/Hair by Nikita. I have a Facebook page, it's Hair by Nikita, and I have a business page, it's Hair by Nikita. And I also have a YouTube, Hair by Nikita. So everything is linked together. And
That's a lot.
stay tuned to my hairline. The hairline will be called Per Her.
Oh.
Yes, PURR her. Yes, meow. Yes.
I like it. I love it.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
So per her. So I'm excited about that. And they like, why have you been inside? Look, I need the best of the best. I
Yes.
seen
Yeah.
what's out here, baby. I
Yes.
gotta have good quality because
Yeah.
I already built my brand. I can't be like
Come on
tarnishing
now.
it
Yeah,
that
come on
easy
now.
overnight. And they give girls
Exactly.
like a hard time. So
Exactly.
anywho, yeah. So and if you have details on a certain style that you want and you need to talk to me, book a consultation. And that's on Style C also. So with my personal assistant, holla at you. I'll see you soon. We'll be able to answer emails and answer the phone, I guess, a little more, but everything will be more organized in 2019. I'm excited to see the new projects that God has in store.
Awesome.
Amen.
Awesome. So it is December now.
December.
It is December. So any
did the
New
year
Year's,
go?
any New Year resolutions that you have for going into 2019? Any of you ladies?
Well,
Yes.
I guess I'll just break the ice. My 2019 mantras are definitely to take more deep breaths. I want to meditate more.
Yes.
And just be more into
Let's all take a deep breath and see how good it feels.
Yes,
really
like
quick.
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
and
It feels so good,
yes,
guys.
and
Straight from the
control
stomach.
that breath, like learn how to control your breathing, really learning how to control my eating habits and my sleeping habits more so I can act and possess who I truly am, not just because I'm sleepy or hungry or irritated.
Absolutely.
Yes.
My goal is always to complain less because I realize very quickly no one is listening and it doesn't help anything at all. And just really to work harder and be more accountable for myself because I have things to do. And when we're working hard, they get done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can think.
Absolutely. Well, for my New Year's resolutions, although I did get the approval for the traffic light, I want to see it go up.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not done yet.
Exactly. So, like I said, we can officially celebrate once it has been put up. Yeah. And I want to get into strength and flexibility. So I want to start taking yoga.
Ooh,
I wanna
same.
Girl, I'm trying to be bend over like a dead
You know, that's my little thingy thing.
contortionist.
That's really my
Yes.
little thingy
So,
thing.
yes,
I would
yes.
love to
I
explore
wanna-
that with you guys.
I definitely
That's
want to do
dope.
that.
That's
You
dope.
can stretch.
Yeah, you
I
know,
found you on
can-
Instagram.
Flexible is on the way.
And I
Flexible,
seen it.
high, like not to brag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Seen it.
stretchy and bendy.
Like a Barbie leg.
Exactly.
I've seen it.
So, any 2019 New Year's resolutions for you?
Time management.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like she said,
Time management.
I
time
be late.
management. I never knew that. I don't know if it's the day and age. Time is not on nobody's side. And listen, the worst thing you could do. Look, I could lose money all day, but when you wasting my time, baby, I'm 31. This is in my prime years. I have no time to waste.
No.
Yes.
So time management, mind, body, and soul health. Also, being able to learn how to twerk. Okay.
Same.
I can't dance to save my life.
Oh my gosh, I really need
Yeah.
Desire dance
Oh,
tonight.
we have to go to the dance class.
Desire dance. Desire dance. Yes, ladies.
And really, honestly, network more. Like,
Yes.
network more. I am definitely open to that. Travel more, network more, love more, love,
Yes,
love,
love. Give
in the
love
air.
and be grateful.
Kids, I don't want kids like next year. No, I mean,
Not in 2019.
no, because my husband, whenever he falls out the sky, or if he's not already there, you know what I'm
break
saying?
into your
Like,
house.
But I'm glad you don't have that
Wait.
biological clock type of situation.
No.
Because mostly I'm always hearing that. With
I'm
people.
gonna give it.
is that?
I'm trying to. I do want it at least by 33 because you really can come into a lot of complications and stuff. So like, I really do have like, by 33 it's just like, okay, one kid ain't gonna kill me, maybe two will, but in God's plan, it will be right.
Yeah.
My mom had me when she was 35 and my dad was 36. So in my
Okay.
mind, I'm just
My mom
like,
totally had me at 30 as well. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I had
so
time with her. Like,
I'm-
it just feels right.
I'm not
I get to live my
rushing.
life.
Yeah, I'm not
exactly.
rushing anything. Like if the right person come in, because some people I feel like they don't know how to be by themselves, and it go back to
OMG.
self-love.
I've been
OMG.
speaking on that a lot.
Learning. People don't know, and I'm like,
You have to be comfortable
I don't
alone.
Need no dude
You have to know
make
how to
me
spend time with
happy.
yourself.
That's the most unhealthiest thing to me is to be dependent on somebody because whether they die or move on to somebody else, you got to love yourself first.
Exactly.
And I've been preaching that a lot, but I don't want it to get confused. I get lonely. And I'm
Yeah.
used to being
Of
in
course.
relationships.
No, I'm not too
and I
independent for
want-
love. Yeah.
Exactly. And just because you're alone doesn't mean you're lonely. But we
Right.
get lonely because we're women. We
Right.
have
I
needs.
deciphered the two. Alone and lonely. One is a feeling. One is a fact.
Come on now.
Like
Right.
one is a fact. Like okay, you're alone in the room
And
by
people
yourself.
say yes, and people
But then
say
the
I may
feeling.
be alone, but I'm not
It's
lonely.
about your thought about
It's
yourself.
just that I have
Feeling.
options, but I'm not going to settle for foolery either.
Exactly.
Really though, consecutively a theme that I've been hearing every episode, and it's so loud in this one. you really have to get out your feelings sometimes.
Yeah.
Because this is for my ladies. Like, we're very emotional people. Get out of your feelings sometimes so you can really make great decisions for
Yes.
yourself and others
Exactly.
around you.
Exactly.
You really cloud yourself
And
with
the
all of
ease-
those emotions. So true.
Right. And the easiest way to do that is to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And when you know what you don't want to deal with, you're not going to deal with it.
Hello,
Period.
I say
Like,
it all the
that's it.
time.
Or if you have a fear of being lonely, you will deal with
Deal with
it.
it anyway, because you're anything.
And it's all a process.
It is. You just have to know how to spend that time alone. You have to find
Grow
out
yourself.
what you like, find out what you love,
And find out what you want.
Exactly.
That's
Find out-
simple.
Once
Write
you
it down.
define what it is that you want, go after it.
Right.
And that's going to go ahead and fill that void that you have been missing once you find, because you're going to be so indulged in trying to get what you want.
Right.
You don't have time
don't-
for the background noise.
I don't know if it's because I'm such a realist, but I'm not where I want to be in life. So any time that I'm not giving to myself, I'm losing. So being in a relationship is just not an option. It becomes your life.
It does.
Even if you have two lives, which is so important in every relationship.
Of
He's got to have
course.
his thing going on. I have
have
that
to
my
have
thing
it.
going on. But it's all, we're thinking about each other all day. So that's why
Yeah, and they can really either weigh you down or lift you up. And you have to
Exactly.
be careful in who you're dealing with,
So
period.
real. So
Right.
real.
Period.
Exactly.
Because they will have you so stressed out, you can't be focused. You will lose your focus. So
Yes.
I definitely, you got to have somebody that is on the same page. And I had to realize that it is really genuine people out here. And you get so clouded by so many negative people, or just, watching like reality shows and stuff. And it's just
Ugh.
like, no, it's guys out here that
I
just
don't watch
gonna
that
get
shit.
into
I don't
that.
watch
Yeah.
that.
it's just as picky as me. Now I need a little drama, but I'm not like consumed with it.
Of
But
course.
overall, it's just, I feel like I noticed, I was like, Keita, everybody is not like that last guy. Like, you might have a guy that really truly have moral standards,
who isn't hurt.
family oriented, or all of the above.
And you don't have to deal with these things.
No.
See people for who they are as soon as you meet them.
Exactly.
Do not make excuses for people.
Yeah,
Or
don't
see
try to
the
mold them to
potential
be
that's not
something.
there.
You
Yeah.
cannot,
got mom
don't go
issues.
into a
on.
situation
Yeah.
trying to change somebody.
project.
That is
Yeah.
A project.
wrong way
Right.
to go about
Exactly.
it.
People be trying
Yeah.
to build projects and create projects. And
It's not
it's
your
just-
project. You got enough shit you need
Right.
to work
It's like
on in your own
settling.
life.
That really is settling. Just like
But-
that's what you said in the last episode, self-sabotage.
And I'm gonna leave this on because I can talk all night with y'all. But I noticed with like Jada Pinkett with her red table.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
You have to
So
set
did
your
I.
own
I had-
boundables.
because I had a podcast. It was the
that's
Table
fine.
Talk podcast.
Yes, yes,
I like
like
Buchanan's too.
setting your own boundaries. Whether open relationships is good with you or maybe not. I never did it, and I'm possessive. I'm a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, and but overall, can a person deal with people might go into their marriage or their relationship like my man will never cheat on me.
You don't know that.
I'm just like you don't even know if you're gonna cheat on him.
Exactly. You
can never say
You
never.
can never exactly.
But you got to be ready for anything, and can you handle if anything goes down? And are you okay? Are you open to it? Like, what
Can we
makes
start
you
taking
comfortable?
relationships seriously?
Communicate.
Because that
my
sounds
gosh.
like taking it seriously, and it sounds like if you do that, things might turn out.
But why
okay.
people don't really believe in the word relationship? Why does stuff have to be situationships or?
I
That's-
was just about to talk about that only because that's just like the real and fake thing again as well, because you're not in a real relationship,
But you gotta act
but they're
like you are.
projecting those obligations on you because they have like too much pride to not see you with anybody else.
Right.
It's like, I want you with me, but
So,
I don't want to
have
see
women
anybody
been
else.
less vocal about saying what their needs and wants are?
Absolutely, yes.
Have
Me
we
too.
been going
Me too.
along with these situationships because we just want to be there?
Yeah,
I want to
men-
be
men and
around you
women
and all
both.
that stuff.
Men
so
and women both do this because I even have I have tons of brothers. I have no sisters, and literally, men can do that too. Men and women just have to stop settling or
Yeah.
stop being around someone just because you're there, just because you're in the room with somebody. It should not be so fulfilling that you're not even out focusing on your goals and shit.
and it's
It doesn't have to
that
be as much
sucks.
work as people make
It's
it out
not.
to be.
Just-
A
just
relationship
talk.
is work, but you
Just
don't.
talk.
It's not that. No,
It's,
it, is
it
not
doesn't
hard,
have
though.
to be a fight and a struggle every day. If it is,
Yes.
it's not for you.
Right.
Exactly.
right.
Just talk and communicate. Let it be clear what your wants are, what your needs are. Take the 5 love language test together. Find out what's your
Yes,
love
what you-
language. If you
right.
require quality time, time, if you require gift giving, if you require that personal touch, you know,
That's real.
find out how you need to be loved. That way you can tell others how you
like
need to
to
be
be
loved.
loved.
Exactly.
Like even down
And it's
to
important.
aggression. That's why some people like need to feel chaos. I was just talking about that yesterday. Some people do want to like feel that extra thrill, so they want you to cuss them out and they want you to stalk them.
You're
They want
crazy.
you to
Not
do the
for
most-
you?
You're
Like, honey,
yeah.
that's
But
not-
is
that's
it
not the
because
way I
that's what
do
you're
it.
used to?
Yeah,
And a lot
I
of
need
people
some
do that
peaceful
stuff.
shit.
Yes.
Like, I need something that's so just relaxing. Like we just both came home and we're just gonna watch some TV
Right,
after
right.
our long days. Like you said, it shouldn't have to be a tit for tat or I'm walking on eggshells.
Yeah.
And that's
Just
called
because I'm with
chemistry,
you.
real
Yeah,
chemistry.
right.
Like
You
people be
cannot
like,
force
you
it.
cannot,
Ooh,
like,
yeah, that's so
chemistry.
true.
But you talked about on one of your podcasts, like sometimes women want a roughneck
Oh.
sometimes. Like, you know, sometimes.
Don't nobody
not
want a
saying you gotta-
pushover.
Not saying
Yeah.
exactly. Nobody wants a pushover, but I know I can be sometimes dominant, and I'm the type of person. It's just like once I get to a place, I might want to get on
Yeah.
the table, swing from a chandelier, and I need somebody to be like, "Hey, get your
sit your
ass
ass
down."
down.
Exactly.
Put me and get me in check just a little bit when I'm getting out of my element because you want to see the best of me. I definitely
Exactly.
agree with that. And when I say roughneck, I was like thinking of that hood dude type. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was totally my first type.
Okay.
I'm telling myself I really did like that hood guy type because of the hustle
Right.
in him and also the protecting. And
Yeah.
he didn't want to
Yeah.
see me messed up. He didn't want to see me like it just felt like he'd hold me down. You
Right.
know what
Girl,
I'm
'cause you
saying?
the best thing he ever seen. 'Cause
Right.
He used to, he used
Yeah.
to mess with them reptiles.
Right.
Oh, that man was
Right.
hilarious.
But see, it's so funny you said that because if you're messing with a boss guy, they have to have somebody that they can trust. You know, they want the same thing they give into you. Like
Exactly.
they can't really, honestly, they can't just be messing with people that got stuff to
Anybody.
lose.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Stop messing with people who got shit to lose
Yeah.
or don't have anything
Yeah.
to lose.
Lord.
Stop it.
You know
You'll
what
be
I'm
wondering
saying?
why you're so
So-
stressed out. One
Yeah.
of my homeboys always coming to me about being stressed out about a girl. I'd be like, how old is she?
Right.
He'd
Right.
be like 21.
Yeah,
You're
no
super
shade.
mature.
Listen, no shade. I come off mature.
23.
I'm still not mature. I'm talking about stability. Like the difference between women who are like 25 and up, 30 and up. You have real responsibilities. I see them. They have children. They have businesses.
Mortgages.
Have something to lose.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. And
So they got time to
Right.
blow your
I don't
phone
like
up
that.
and want to
No,
hang
but
out
still,
all day.
that's what I say, niggas, still don't blow my phone up because I see you're not stable. So I know even when I get to that stage, you're still not going to be stable.
Exactly.
And it's funny you said that because it's like once you be with somebody that's on a certain caliber, it's just like, woo, do I?
You
Is
can't.
it,
yeah.
like,
You
do I
can't
have to
backpedal.
settle?
You
It's
can't
like,
backpedal.
That
Yeah.
was the first thing me and my ex
Whoa.
said. We said
Actually.
the price went up.
right, like
The price went up for both of
know,
us on
you
both
know,
ends
exactly.
from here
right,
on out.
Right.
Wow,
So,
facts.
and then it's like, is there a such thing as being too independent? And is there a such thing as like, oh, she's like, she could do it on her own. Now, being an entrepreneur is hard because once they really see what you making, it's just like,
Yeah.
I hope you don't think that all of that you know. I hope you don't think that I like to be spoiled, independent and spoiled.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that
Oh,
just
yeah, you
don't.
just posted that.
You know,
Oh, I'm
because I
tapping
got
into
it.
that. I'm
You
tapping
know,
into that.
so
I'm
it's
putting
so-
that energy out there that
Right.
I'm not
It's
gonna
so
just
real
settle
They
for
will
nothing.
willingly do
Yeah,
it
they're
for
like,
women
oh,
who
you
don't
got
have
it.
nothing.
Oh, you got
They
it.
will willingly
Oh,
do it for women who
oh.
are begging for it with their
Yes.
hands
Oh,
and
yes.
knees down.
Exactly.
They will
okay.
do it.
Yes,
They
they
will
will
do
drop
it.
500
Or a
on a
prostitute,
girl that don't have hardly nothing versus somebody. Oh, well, she got it. She got. I'm
Exactly.
like, oh no, baby, we're gonna set these standards right now.
Exactly.
So you do 70-30 or 100. You know what I'm saying? They were like, Nikita, what's your expectations? I said, with or without me, you pay your rent, right?
Yeah.
With or without me, you pay your bills, right? Now, I'm not saying like I'm a gold digger, but I don't mess with a broke nigga. And that's so at the end of the
Come on now.
day, it's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see you tricking on somebody and we doing 70-30, oh, we did and done. Like
Yeah.
done it all. So if you want to be treated like a king, you got to be that provider and make me feel secure. I don't care if you make less than me. Like if you would,
Exactly.
but the thing
Find
is,
a way.
I
Find a way.
offer a lot also. I'm not a taker. So like, but if
Giver.
you
All
come
women
off,
are givers
yes,
more than men
nah,
are
not
from
all
my
of them.
parents.
Some are
Yeah.
savages
Leeches,
in real life.
I'm telling you.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Leeches
That's
and
why I was spinning
savages.
around in my chair because I was thinking about all the leeches that I know who get everything for free.
Yeah. And it is what it is because that's finessing. But at the same time, like baby. Like, what you want?
But
But
that shit is not
yeah.
right.
But
Because that is also temporary. We need some big sister. The same way guys, they have that Million Man March,
Yes.
big brother, big sister type shit.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, big brother, little brother. We need big sister, younger sister.
Right.
Because instead of like me figuring out, you know, or so many young women figuring it out and going through so much fuck shit that they don't have to go through, if they just had
I
that-
did it.
just a
I did
guy.
it. I can tell you about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
just a
Whenever
big
I'm saying
sister.
something,
different
it's
from
true.
hearing it from your mom.
Yeah.
It's different than hearing it from women who are in their 50s and who are in their 40s. It would be wonderful to hear it from someone who I'm literally looking at my life at your age. I'm looking
Right.
at my life at your age. I'm looking at my life at your age. And I'm just like, wow, I really like where they are. So it's good to surround yourself with like-minded women who are older
It's
than
just
you.
no reason to be scared about asking for what you want, because
Yeah.
if you put that energy out there, that's what you get. So many women get into these relationships where they're not getting anything for what they
Exactly.
give.
And that's why I go back to saying, let it be known what it is that you need. What makes you happy?
And if they
Like,
don't want to
communi-
give it to you, that's not
gotta
the
move on.
person
That's not-
for
you have to
you.
move
So
on.
move
That's
true.
on.
And,
to move
and as you guys
on.
are speaking, I know we were talking about relationships with men, but I even kept that rhetoric, like, even with certain women, because I would like wise counsel from this woman. So should I just stop putting my pride, like put my pride to the side and ask her a question that I think she'd be able to answer? And if
Absolutely.
she doesn't answer it, she's just not the type of woman who wants to inspire women who are younger than her. You get what I mean? But I really would love it for it to be an overload of women seeing younger women
Yeah.
and wanting to inspire them, and not just monetarily, but like emotionally, mentally,
And surround
spiritually.
yourself with those
Yes.
sources.
Exactly.
Right.
They're
Because
everywhere.
it's hard to have standards nowadays because they make
Yeah.
it so easy. Not saying that, like, you know, I don't settle for less, but at the end of the day, it's just not easy, you know, because $200 might be like a quick fuck or a quick, you know, like this, that, and the other. And overall, like, standard.
Exactly.
Like, it's-
Ladies, get some.
Yes.
Just get some. Just create them. Create them and try them out, okay?
Just give it
And
a
closed
try.
mouths don't get fed.
Come
So
on.
if you
Exactly.
can't, if you can't ask your dude or whoever
Anybody,
it is,
Look,
anybody
you
that goes
need
up
to
and
pick him up.
I learned.
JT said if he's being petty, if I ask you if I'm like, hey, I want to get my nails done, and he's being petty for like $60, and he's being petty for like $70.
Sway Lee
and
said
you've
that
been
too.
having sex
Go and
with
get your
him,
nails done. I ain't petty.
What? That's so petty.
Yeah.
$70.
but some people are tight.
Some
But
people-
that's
people
petty.
are tight.
But be
it's
honest.
petty
Tell
to
me,
you
tell
and
me you're
some-
broke. I would rather you tell me I don't have it.
But it's millionaires is tight.
Yeah,
Come on.
most.
Baby,
Yeah.
Most are.
I've
But
dated
that's
some.
not
Most are.
petty, because you're
Yeah.
being petty. It's somebody who, like, for example, imagine the guy that's only making like, what if he makes like $800 a month, and he gives you like $400 out of that $800 monthly?
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like
So
that person is
that's-
somebody that really
yeah.
cares about you, aside of someone who makes millions that's giving you $400
Nothing
monthly.
at all.
You get what I mean?
That's
or
why you
or
gotta set
nothing
the
at all.
tone. You gotta set the
Yeah.
tone in the beginning, and let
Because
that
you
guy
know why
get-
you're approaching me. You see
Yeah.
what I. So why
Right.
would you expect anything different?
Less.
just get them.
I want a
emotionally
clout boy.
attached.
I'm a clout girl.
Come on now.
Emotional.
Come on now.
That people be like,
Come
you know, I'll have
on.
you a friend in the friend zone for like 5 months, and then like I have dated a guy that clearly has some crazy stuff going on, but overall, you know, his secret girlfriend that I didn't know about, she was just like, I see that he come visit you and he stay 3 hours away, this, that, and the other. And he's the most bougiest dude you could ever meet. So, like, to travel without being on a plane is, like, beyond his
Yeah.
standards. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and she was like, I know all his hoes. And I was like, clearly I'm not, because your
Yeah.
dude is emotionally attached to me. Even when I was like, we can't do anything sexual, because I noticed stuff that I didn't even know that was behind us on a relationship level. I was like, for real, I don't even want to be your friend. He was like, I just want to be in your presence.
And no, and not
Ooh.
like, ugh. I
Period.
can't stand when guys do that. Like, once you done something to me and you hurt me,
Yeah.
I'm taking myself away from you.
Yeah,
The
when-
You can't even be
because it's respect.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
put some respect on my
Man,
name.
come
Like
on
at the
now.
end of the day,
And people
And they
People
can. People
you
are gonna
know,
do what they want. They're gonna respect
I
you if
get
they
it.
want
You
to.
may not have known that you really was gonna rock with the kid because I trained you. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
you knew it wasn't nothing sexual, baby, because you was
Exactly.
either going to love me for who I was, and you know, and that's the thing. These young girls, what they need need to do is definitely, and I'm not saying like relationships don't work out if you do one night stands, but that's just not what I do. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I can't.
You don't
knock
even give
anybody
people
for
time
what they do, but you
to
got
respect
you
you.
gotta give them that time. And then and now dating, it's very hard. I'm not gonna lie, because you don't know if their motive is to be like, oh, she got money, looking as for a sugar mama, a come up, a good
my
look.
goodness.
Because
Damn, I've been a
You know, I
mama.
was just
I've been a
thinking
sugar
about
mama.
that.
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, or I might just be a good look for his old exes, or you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, and then that might make them want.
That's
know,
why you
it's
take
just
the
a
time
good
to get
look.
to know somebody.
Guys have
Right.
motives too. Guys
But
definitely
sometimes
have
you don't
motives.
find the motives. Even though I put all that time into that last situation that went wrong, it was just like, dang, you just got to be ready for anything, because
Yeah.
I never
Totally.
knew that even after putting all that time in of him getting to know me, you had a whole secret life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is
So
so
it's a
scary to
gamble.
me.
It's a
It is
gamble.
scary.
That is so scary.
It's very,
But
it's very scary out
it
here.
happens, and you know, I was like, well, let me get a corny dude. They do the same thing.
Girl.
So,
Yeah.
They do it worse, and they're
do
more
it worse.
disrespectful because they
Like,
corny.
so- and then you be
Exactly.
mad
How dare
because
you.
you corny, and then you be like, oh no, this fat nigga did not try to pay me.
Yes, he
No,
did.
I already felt like, what? So just don't waste your time. Let it flow, and nothing is perfect. But
Exactly.
at the same time, respect though is everything. And sometimes you might have to give that dude, you know, go on a whole fast to show them like what they're missing, or just move up the road.
Exactly.
And my aunt always said, she was like, I can't love somebody who don't love me. You know,
You
like, so,
can't.
you know, I can't be chasing you. You really don't want me. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Because there's plenty of fish in the sea. And I never looked at it like that, because I'm like, plenty of fish in the sea. Like, some people really could just move on. I wish I had that trait where I could just move the fuck on.
I'm so sorry. That's me.
I can't. I
will
have a
dispose
trait
of
I can
you.
move on.
I
You
told
can.
that
It's a
I will
cancer thing.
refresh
I
my
feel like
brain.
every cancer, like, you can act like, you can literally move on as if that person never existed.
Wow.
Never
Yes.
existed. So
My
My
when
one
it-
cancer relationship was that, and I was sick.
they leave you with no closure.
sick.
No, nothing. And I had to tell some of my cancer friends, I was like,
Seriously.
for real, like, that shit is cold.
It was
Best friends of
ridiculous.
cancer.
It's cold.
It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I love it.
Because-
I love that trait.
Like
so
I talked on one
So
of my
sorry.
podcasts. For me, you know, closure
Wait till you
is a
meet your
luxury.
cancer. You go-
Like
It's a
some people
luxury.
can't afford it. Like some people can't.
But
so
but you gotta not only like look at it as a luxury. Maybe you can help the next person, because how can I know what I need to improve if I don't know what
Yeah.
triggered
That's true.
your madness?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even one of my homegirls, she a Leo, she cut people off too, and I'm like, well, first of all, I don't care that you did cut me off, because I know at the end of the day I have a lot to offer. But overall, how am I supposed to not do something again if I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on? And then you may feel like you're giving signs, this, that, and the other, but people don't read stuff like
Yeah.
that.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
you
Yeah.
have to take
Yeah.
time
Nobody's
to
a mind
communicate.
reader. Nobody's a
just,
mind reader.
You know, if
Closed
you know,
mouths
if
don't
they
get
wrong
fed.
you, you know, like, okay, you fooled me once, okay, this, and then fool me twice, shame on me. But overall, at least you gave them that time to at least do that, because sometimes, you know, but I never known no cancer to ever come back. So, but overall,
Wow.
it's like
My
a
cancer
gift
came
and a curse.
back.
Yeah, but it won't easy. And the Pisces is just like that also.
Yeah, and that's
a Pisces
another one,
will
yup.
cut your ass off.
Yeah.
They will, and then you just be like,
Yeah.
so like being a Taurus is like the chase, like the competition. Like I gotta just reel him in, just to let him go, like type of thing. But overall, it's just, but it will. Silence is a killer.
Yeah.
Silence
Killer.
is a killer.
Yeah, one of my you know, friendships that just recently ended, Cancer Pisces thing. And
Okay.
because it's just like we gonna try to talk about it, or we can't talk
You're not
about
gonna
it.
submit
or
to
we-
each
yeah,
other.
and then it's just like with me learning again myself and learning how to communicate and taking accountability of how I made you feel, how, you know,
And that's
what
so
I've been
rare, T.
and that's what I've been trying to do. You know, it's like, you know, I didn't mean for you to feel that way, and you know, I did say this, but this is how I feel and all this stuff. I try to take accountability for what I did.
Right.
And then even when it's still trying to be forced, like, you know, I'm taking accountability, you take accountability. Either we're gonna fix it or we not. And if we can't fix this, I'm bouncing.
Right.
I gotta go, because
Right.
now it's
You
messing
have
up
to
my
draw the
mental.
line.
That's what I'm talking about, and that's why I love cancers, because a cancer literally taught me the me, you versus the problem type of approach.
It is.
If it's me versus you, if I'm your enemy, it's no point in even speaking with my enemy. I'm not sleeping with my enemy. I'm sleeping
Right.
with my lover.
Right.
So if it's supposed to be me and you, and we're one and we're lovers, then let's just face the issue. That's why I feel like it
Exactly.
shouldn't have to be so much tit for tat or back and forth.
No.
And if you cut me
Yeah.
off, it's fine, because I am going to find somebody else who wants me. It's fine. It's fine.
It is.
Trust me.
Exactly.
It's so fun.
All right, ladies. So, with that being said, this wraps up this Tisha Tuesday. Jimmy, got anything you want to say before you go?
Oh, I wish I would have thought of what I might wanted to say.
Gang.
Somebody else come back around to me.
Okay, you sure you don't want to start, Nikita? Because you
Well, you do have your event, so Nikita definitely
Yes.
just
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go back to the event. It will be more classes offered next year, which is 101s and classes also. So if you're not comfortable, which I meant to answer earlier, if you're not comfortable with being in a class setting, you can also do 101s. But the class is held December 9th at 9 o'clock, 9 to I think it's to 4. For Look and Learn, hands-on is 4 to 8. It definitely is going to be great vendors there. Makeda Skincare, which is a vegan skin product line, basic product line that sells all kinds of products that incorporates in helping like healthy hair care. Period.
Nice.
Also, it's just going to be a couple of dope. Different people. Oh, lady, she's gonna
Sunday
reach out
Funday.
and do cupcakes and stuff like that. And then you're gonna be networking from people that's from different cities and different areas. So it's gonna be a dope event. And I
Different
hope y'all are
states.
ready. Y'all should come dressed to kill because you're definitely gonna be posted. Live, all of that. Let's do it up. Let's feed off of each other and let's do our thing. Let's make change happen for 2019. And my last word of today, like I said, it is nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. So let's go into the new year with a good cheer. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That was
Beautiful.
so perfect.
Can we end it there?
Okay.
Can we end it with her?
I would love to because like my last few words would just be synonymous to what she just gave us. I love that quote. And always keep it real. That's what we've been talking about. Just keep it real
Exactly.
with yourself
Be
and everyone
honest.
else. It saves so much time and effort. It just does.
Right.
Exactly. All right, ladies. So this Sunday, make sure you check out Nikita and Rapunzel Ready at Battle of the Lace.
Yes,
All right.
At the Harry's Studios located in Hampton, 5 minutes away from HU.
Exactly. All right. So tonight is Desire Dance as well as City Hall because you know your girl is tenacious with it. Okay. All right. So it's Tisha Tuesday and we are out.
All right. All right. That was